Praise God. We've all made it here safely today. I pray to God that your return and my return will be interesting and safe. Somewhere, y'all got to start looking at stuff different. Can y'all turn this up a little more? Everybody? Hear me now. Looking at stuff a little different. Huh? Y'all be around talking that talk and don't mean a damn thing. Huh? Until you can figure out. You talk about God, but you're scared of these punks. Huh? What God are you talking about? Huh? What God are you talking about? Huh? The mayor's in trouble. Who cares? We've been in trouble, what, 500 years? Somewhere, when we stop and think about who you are, because your children are going to pass you by. They ain't hearing all this crap from you no more. I got 10 and 13 grandchildren. And y'all better start listening to them. Huh? They didn't come from you, they came through you. Huh? And they trying to tell you that. I look at some of your children the way I look at cops. A child cry, you say, shut up. That's going to get your house burned down. When you see us out there in the street, we screaming out, and they keep saying, shut up. And you never going to change this as long as your man stuff keeps getting in the way. Okay? Never, ever, ever going to change anything. Huh? Somewhere, when you stop, I've had, I guess, the worst month I've had in my life. I've been seeing the same thing you all been seeing. But you ain't seeing nothing. Nothing. Somebody blew up 10 police stations, y'all be happy. But you ain't going to do nothing. Huh? Nothing. How many of you all saw that 12-year-old child that was shot down? I don't mean hear about it. Did you watch it on TV? Huh? Now hear me. A phone call went to the Cleveland Police Department and said, I'm sure this is a fake gun. Who calls the police on a fake gun? Huh? See, y'all are too black to be happy. Huh? Go back and look at that. All my people in there, we can't find the call. There never was a call. Now, I know that. The New York Times know it, huh? The Washington Post know it, huh? And we just sitting here. How many of y'all saw that child out there playing with the play guns? How many? Y'all scared of me? I asked how many of you saw it? Huh? Go back and look at it again. You was looking at the top of his head and tops of buildings. That was coming from missiles. And y'all didn't see it. Because the New York Times didn't tell you. Huh? Go back and look at it again. He's out there playing in the park. You can see the tops of buildings. And when that one police car rolled up, did y'all see that? When have you ever heard white folks send one car when they say a nigger with a gun? Now, how come I see stuff different than you? Huh? And all you got to do is go pull it up. That's why they don't give a damn about what you say about your children. You look at it and still don't see it. Did y'all see the cop when he pulled up? Did you? Who was filming him when they didn't know something was going to happen? Huh? Or did he know the cop was going to kill that boy? Hmm? Huh? One police car pulled up, got out, and shot. Hmm? One. You didn't see the boy hit the ground? Hmm? You didn't see him run and holler and scream? Did you? And the next thing they showed you, they didn't show him rolling over, screaming and howling. The next thing they showed you, him in that red shirt, looking just as cute as he could look. You still haven't seen the picture of him being shot. Or screaming. Huh? Huh? Somewhere. Hmm? And they don't care about you at all. At all. Hmm? They all be out here talking that talk and talking that crack and all that crap. Somewhere. This man here, I don't never go out my house. I got 10 children, 13 grandchildren. I shut my whole thing down the week before Christmas and don't turn it back on till after the 15th of January. Fast and pray. And I get a call from this brother. Huh? And I know who he is, so I can't say, hey, man, you called me at the wrong time. When is the wrong time for him to call? Huh? When is the wrong time? Oh, he don't get invited to none of the mad stuff, don't get invited to none of the official stuff. They're all in trouble. He here. They're getting ready to shut this country down. Hmm? Okay? Are you all aware of what happened in Russia 2 weeks ago when Putin left the conference? Huh? When Putin left the day before it ended? Huh? Why? Because that day, all them white folks passed legislation that said if we go through another banking crisis, huh? There's a new law now. They can take 20% of your money. Huh? How many of y'all know that? It's a new law. 20% of your pension. Huh? And not a damn thing you can do about it. Huh? Nothing you can do about it. And you can't figure out what these cop shootings are? White folks been fools for a long time, but this is not one of them. They know what they do. They keep shooting children in front of you while you sleep. And I wonder how many of y'all been watching that stuff for the next 5 years and woke up the next day with no appetite. Ain't nothing affected your appetite. Hmm? Those are your children. Hmm? And that God stuff you talk about you into where? Where? Ferguson? Huh? You watched it, you heard it, and you heard white folks arguing. About what did they do to get shot? Huh? And you ain't nothing but chicken, huh? White children is out there in the snow, huh? But not you. Hmm? We scared, and they ain't gonna do nothing. Huh? Scared. Think about what they telling us. Hmm? The FBI, the CIA, they got as many on the New York Police Department as they have in the FBI. Hmm? And if you looked at them the other day, when them two cops was killed, or were they killed? How many of y'all know they didn't know each other? Huh? See what I'm talking about? They never seen one another before they sitting in that car. So the white boys eased all the white boys out the way so they could take that hit. Huh? Hmm? And all you cops that got to be in here working and like, listen good now, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you. Hmm? Saturday morning, we woke up and heard a story coming out of Baltimore. Did y'all know that? Hmm? Hmm? They said a guy went in his girlfriend's house. He hadn't seen her in a year. And shot her in the stomach. Y'all know that, right? Now, when he left, he thought she was dead. Huh? She didn't die. When they carried her to the hospital, it was 20 homicide detectives there. How'd they know? Hmm? How'd they know? Huh? How did they know? Huh? She didn't die. I'm questioning, did she ever get shot? When I look at her history, she worked for naval intelligence. Huh? Huh? Think about this now. Which means they knew who he was, because she wasn't dead. Huh? He didn't know she wasn't dead. Huh? So he said, I'm going to kill me some cops. And those of y'all that thought that such fools, huh? You never asked the question, then why didn't you tell two cops in Baltimore why you had to come here? Hmm? And how did he get here? He wasn't driving. Nobody's talked about how he got to her house. She lived 30 miles outside of Baltimore. Hmm? Then he took a bus to New York, gonna kill a cop and ride a bus. And y'all didn't see through that? Somewhere He goes into the bus depot in Baltimore. Why didn't he kill some cops there? Hmm? Then he comes to New York. Oh, New York told you. New York Times, Washington Post, they told you. Since September the 11th, the Port Authority is safer than heaven. You cannot walk through the Port Authority and they don't detect a little bitty penknife. So how he come with a gun? And why didn't he kill 2 cops in the bus station? Why didn't he kill 2 cops at the bus station? Why did he go to that spot? Here's what the New York Times not going to tell you. They was running a clinic on how to deal with humans that takes over. That's what was happening there. And that's when them 2 non-white cops were sent there. They never met each other, never worked with each other. It was a dry run. So they had satellites filming it. So they could share it with other police departments. Somewhere. We sit and watch what they tell us while we argue with each other. And I feel sorry for the cops because they don't know when their turn is coming. See, America is broke. No money. So they got to start this thing. I'm looking for them to go into 20 cities and hit 30 police stations, kill everybody in it. Y'all don't feel nothing? Then they'll kill Sharpton. And then they'll kill the mayor. See, you have never dealt with white boys like this. Thugs, psychopaths, sociopaths. That's why we won the Civil War. The same kind of dog white folks that pulled that off the other day. That was them. Yeah. We afraid of them because you don't know God. You don't give a damn about God. And that's why he's loved. You see, when you do what we do, and you all do, that's light. All these killers and all this racing, that's darkness. And the only reason the CIA and the FBI and them thug pimp punks can do what they're doing, because you're afraid. Huh? You're afraid. Somewhere, when you understand what we looking at, and it didn't just start now, it go way back. Way back. Snyder, Y'all know who that is, right? He bought the Washington Redskins. Huh? And it don't bother you black folks. You're among the black folks that love them dogs. Huh? Love them. You look at this, you think he was in Nazi Germany. That's the first owner of the Washington Redskins. What's his name? Marshall. Brought Nazis there to that game with their signs. There'd be no black niggas on this team. So it didn't just now start. Huh? And some of y'all got the gall and the gut to pull for them thugs. Huh? Somewhere. And now we saying change the name. And I was with them last Sunday. I said, it's y'all's fault. Because y'all got all that casino money. Snyder bought it for $9 million. I would hope y'all would take that casino money and outbid them for $9 million, then change the name to the nigger honkies. Y'all go crazy then. You go crazy then. See how it works? You are light. They are darkness. We can leave here now and go to the biggest indoor arena in America tonight. Pitch black in there. Once we get in, they got 10,000 rats and 400 million roaches. And all you got to do is turn the light out and they'll run their ass off. That's all you have. That's the power you have. Huh? But we don't use it. I'm 82. I remember when I was a little boy. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why y'all scared of getting old. I've been there. Wrinkles don't hurt. Your mind kind of waves. One of my grandchildren said, well, Dad, how do you do when your mind starts fading? I said, I feel good. I get to hide my own Easter eggs. I walk down the street and see people that act like they know me. I ain't never seen them before. Till I heard my son say, Dad, right here in this room here, y'all have the type of people here and the type of leadership here. You can turn anything around. Yes, sir. Anything around, you can turn around. Anything. But you're scared. Yes, sir. Put him out there and he do it all. Yes, sir. Yeah. And somewhere, when you understand who's in charge, let me show you something here. Food for thought. In 1923, a very important meeting was held at the Edgewater Beach Hotel in Chicago. Attending this meeting was 9 of the world's most powerful, successful financiers. Those present, the president of the largest independent steel company. 2, the president of the largest utility company. 3, the president of the largest gas company. 4, the greatest wheat speculator on the planet. 5, the president of the New York Stock Exchange. 6, a member of the president's cabinet. The greatest 7, the greatest bear on Wall Street. 8, head of the world's greatest monopoly. 9, president of the Bank of International Settlement. So somebody said, hey man, let's look. 25 years later and see where they are now. Okay. 1, the president of the largest independent steel company, Charles Schwab, dead and lived on borrowed money for 5 years before he died. As a universal God that don't give a damn about your color or who you think you are. Huh? And when you all start realizing that, then things will change. What was his name? What's his name? The computer guy. No. Huh? Steve Jobs. Did you know, because they didn't tell you, in his personal checking account, that's that little thing you walked out the house with, he had $400 billion. Okay. And he couldn't make 58. I got an old, nasty, no good great-granddaddy. Cuss, drink cheap wine, huh? Don't give a damn about the church. He's 91. Oh, Steve should have followed him around. Now, let's watch him now. We're looking now to see where they are. The president of the largest independent steel company, Charles Schwab, died, lived on borrowed money the last 5 years before he died. Number 2, the president of the greatest utility company, Samuel Insulan, died a fugitive from justice, penniless in a foreign land. That's who you scared of? Huh? That's you shake when you hear them talking? When they say they're going to raise the price of gasoline, you tremble. Say, try it, punk. Huh? Number 3, the president of the largest gas company, Howard Hobson, became insane. Number 4, the greatest wheat speculator, Arthur Cutler, died abroad insolvent, no money. The president of the New York Stock Exchange, Richard Whitney, was released from Sing Sing so he could go home and die with his family. The member of the president's cabinet, Albert Fall, was pardoned from jail so he could go home and die with his family. The greatest bear in Wall Street, Jesse Livermore, died from suicide. The head of the greatest monopoly, Alvin Cutler, died from suicide. Number 9, the president of the Bank of International Settlement, Leon Frazier, died from suicide. So you think there's something wrong with you? Huh? Huh? Think about it. There's a universal for it. Don't look up at the skies and just see what they want you to see. Huh? Somewhere. I'll find it here somewhere. JFK, one of the richest politicians. All that death money, Daddy stole it. Had a sister, mentally deranged. She was in one of the wealthiest mental hospitals on the planet. And with all his money, I'm telling you this now, but you can check it out. With all his money, Kellogg's and Quaker Oats did an experiment on them rich folks. How many of y'all know about that? They took oatmeal, cornflakes, and dipped it in chemicals and dropped it in their food. These are white folks, they're crazy. They said, why are you so busy wanting to be liked by a crazy person? Huh? Somewhere, everything's about to change. I ran for president of the United States. 1968. And had I won, I'd have asked for a recount. And white folks really would have been mad at me. Because right after I got sworn in, I'd go to the White House and dig up that rose garden and plant me a watermelon patch. Have you ever asked yourself how you can be so crazy? White boys have sex with watermelons and make you ashamed of it, and you don't even know they're doing that. Huh? Open up a woman's leg and look up there. Same thing you see if you open up a watermelon. Huh? Huh? You don't want white folks to see you eating watermelon. They're the ones doing it. One white boy told me, said, yeah, man, you can't have sex with watermelon too early in the morning. That dew make them cold. And you can't have sex with a watermelon too far up in the evening because that sun make them hot. That's what they do. Why are you ashamed of it? Huh? They didn't wonder what's wrong with your children. Why are they wearing their pants below their butt? The folks that killed your Jesus didn't have pants below their butt. The mob didn't wear pants below their butt. You live here. You know the mob. Ain't a cop ever put a chokehold on a gangster. I mean, think about that. Somewhere. Now listen, this old punk Giuliani, his children hate him. Y'all know that, right? Y'all really know why? He was living in Gracie Mountain with that man. Oh, y'all didn't know. He ended up being police chief. Been to jail. Like he sits there all last week talking about what's happening. Huh? Bernie Carey. Went to jail because they had one of them strange parties on his yacht and beat up a woman. And they put him under the jail. Hmm? So this is what you're scared of. Hmm? The big money is the New York Times didn't run it. JFK shot in Dallas. His brain was missing when he got back. Hmm? How many of y'all know that? Brain missing. Huh? And y'all wonder what's wrong with this heathen redneck cracker? Huh? And the New York Times didn't run it? Huh? Lee Harvey Oswald? Huh? Shot the president and planned his getaway on a bus. Don't that sound like the brother last week? Hmm? Hmm? Rich family. Huh? The only reason I wasn't on welfare, they didn't have welfare when I was a little boy. But I spent more millions of dollars, me and Mark Lane, investigating that shooting than the family did. And then they start killing them and make y'all think it's a bad omen. Lee Harvey Oswald was working in the book depository. The book depository. Where the car coming down Elm Street, that car never was supposed to go down Elm Street till 30 minutes before Kennedy got shot. And you black folks act like this white boy was normal, and then he just got crazy. Hmm? How can you own a $300 million house and be scared of me moving in? Hmm? Unless I'm your butler. Then it's okay. Hmm? And we knew Obama would be president 4 years before he became president. Hmm? And all my research friends, they was mad because I was happy. I said, come on, man, you know what, this ain't nothing but a trick. Yeah. But one thing white folks will never be able to say again, that's how they controlled them. Hmm? At least I ain't no nigger. Hmm? And y'all stupid enough to let y'all use that phrase. At least I ain't no N-word. Are you out your mind? Huh? You out your mind? And I don't know who duped y'all and told y'all Jews have power. Hmm? 3 Mondays ago, the Washington Post, Sears and Roebuck, y'all know about that? Put out their Christmas stuff, and one of the rings had a swastika on it. Huh? And they had to apologize. How many of y'all just heard that just now? Now here's what I'm telling you. Why do you think Jews got power when I got to come and tell you, not them? Huh? What kind of gun did they use on them last week? Huh? And then 2 Mondays ago, Walgreens drugstore, y'all see it? Hanukkah wrapping paper. Woman bought some and was looking through it and saw SWAT stickers in the design. And they haven't said one word. And y'all don't see something that's happening? Huh? The Anti-Defamation League, they ain't opened their mouth. Huh? That's what's happening now. Huh? Now. And it goes back to, at least I ain't no nigger. Once Obama became president, they can't say that no more. He was always something that was beneath me. God didn't tell me that. White folks told me that to keep them crackers behaving. At least I ain't no nigger. And did y'all understand once he become elected, they were talking about killing him outright. Killing him. Killing him. Huh? Well, if they talk about killing a president because he's black, what do you think all these killings the police is doing? Huh? And so I was so glad he won the second time. See, the first time, that first black president ran white folk crazy. Second time, no, you can't get crazy, you go mad. And the only way you treat a mad dog is kill it. That's what's fixing to happen. When I ran for the president, in 1968, Tuesday. Can you see the date up top there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Listen to this now.
November the 7th, 1968. Election computer goofs, Dick Gregory.
What paper is that?
The Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal. Gave me what?
Dick Gregory 9 million votes.
I got 9 million votes out the state of Pennsylvania, and they had to shut all computers down because it predicted Gregory had won by a landslide. See what fear do to you? All the white folks that voted, huh? That computer counts them out. Why? Because they were setting it up for Nixon to win. For Nixon to win. In some kind of way, they juggled the computer wrong. And it gave me 9 million votes. You have the same power when you lose your fear. You know the economy's bad. You don't have to read no Wall Street Journal. Every time you turn on TV and they say, buy 1 suit and get 6 free. And take all the shirts and socks and shoes you want. I got a brother, they put him out of business. How you gonna shoplift when you can just buy 1 and get 6 free? somewhere. And there's a universal God that's tired of y'all's crap. Y'all waiting on the second coming of Christ. It's already here. It came 1985, called the Indigo Children. Huh? Huh? Isn't that an article you sent me in New York paper? Huh?
That was on the internet.
On the internet. How old is this boy? Right. 11 years old. He finished college next year. And white folks don't convince you your children dumb. Computer genius. What do you got? Physics? Quantum physics. Huh? Quantum physics. Huh? When his mother said he started learning all that? I guess the part I got to. When he's 1 year old. And you think these children don't see you? When you yelling at them and screaming at them? Huh? And they ain't fool. Never take your children to work with you and let them see how you behave with white folks and how you treat them at home. Hmm? Hmm? Somewhere. You old folk complain about these youngsters on drugs, but you can't give up pork. Drugs ain't never caused a stroke. Hmm? Ain't never stopped your heart from working. Are y'all crazy? It's okay for you to eat what you like. And when you understand the universal God, about 300 years ago, a group of scientists left America and went to Colombia. See, they're looking for something. Crystal. Every computer you got has crystal in it. That's the memory bank. And these white folk think everybody done but them. You caused that. So they get up and see all that stuff on 300 years ago. And they just start copying it down and say, we take it back. We don't know how to read hieroglyphics yet, but one day we will. 150 years later, they broke the theory. Here's what they find out. White man, one day the white lady will do to your children what you doing to ours. And 150 years ago, cocaine wasn't called the white lady. So you just go ahead, because this boy done made a fool out of you, and think everybody's a fool. Some of y'all, when y'all get home tonight or tomorrow, the % drugged out state in America have more heroin deaths than any other state. Vermont, 99.9% white folks. Huh? And y'all sitting around complaining about this, it's already in the works. That's right. And when you get through with that punch up, the Attorney General, he's still Attorney General now, but he won't be. Right. Holder held a press conference 2 months ago, and he said, more Americans, that means white folks, more Americans die every year from heroin overdose than all the automobile accidents and homicides put together. And y'all sitting here wondering, when is this happening? It's happening. I went up to interview some white folks and where am I? And a white girl told me, she said, Mr. Gregory, let me tell you how bad it is. Out of every 10 white friends I've had, either 9 of them had died from heroin overdose. Huh? And y'all don't know there's something here taking care of this stuff for you? Huh? And you don't even know what's happening? Huh? Don't even know. You don't have to read. They lie to you when you read them. Somewhere. Y'all worried about y'all little children, and then rich white folks go home, find a child on the floor. A friend of mine, one of the richest cats in Hollywood, found his son drug overdose. You can't do to me what the universe won't do to you. As long as you don't ask for it. Huh? As long as you don't ask for it. And 90% of these white children that's drugged out have more than 1 degree. Somewhere. That's what's happening. And the indigo children. Whew. Y'all got some? Most of y'all kill them because you think they sassing you. Why not? You ain't nothing. White folks sass your ass. Huh? So you call the doctor when they give you that free Ritalin? That's for indigo children. They born with IQs, 200 and go up. Huh? And they in your house. You and your wife had a baby tonight, more than likely they be indigo. When they come home tomorrow, while y'all sleep, they travel to other planets. I got 13 grandchildren. I know 8 of them is indigo and maybe the rest of them. So I just make like I don't know, and I be asking for lottery numbers. And here's where they talk. That's why y'all scared of them. Say, Granddad, grandmother said that God sent Jesus here to die for our sins. Is that right? I said, I don't know, I guess so. She said, well, I think that's stupid. Why didn't he just kill the devil? That's how they talk. You just kill the devil one time. The devil's still going strong. I understand what they're talking about. I'm 82 years old. I ain't never seen a fat devil. You want to see fat sisters? Go to the Baptist church and sit next to the choir. I ain't never seen a fat hoe. Mr. Gregory, I'm just trying to find out how to lose weight. Follow them hoes. You don't have to turn no tricks. Just eat what they eat. And you older folks sitting around talking about, yeah, when I was a child, the neighbors would spank me. That's that nigger stuff in you. You got so used to white boys picking up a 2x4 and beating your son to death. You don't care who hit him. Hmm? Somewhere. You got a big job. A 6-year-old child in Cleveland. Did y'all watch that on TV? I didn't hear you. Huh? You don't watch? You better watch it. Did you watch? Somebody called in, police department, said, I'm sure this is a toy gun. Nobody calls 911 on a toy gun. And the fact you didn't watch it, here's what you missed. Did y'all see him out there in the field playing? Go back and look at that again. That picture's taken from a satellite that showed the top of his head and tops of bill. Who owns satellites? But the government. Did you see when the white cop showed up? No white cop gonna come when they say it might be a gun with one car. Huh? One car. And then you saw him get out and shoot the boy. Or did he? You never saw him laying there shot. Then the question you got to ask, why were they filming him before anything happened? How'd they know it was going to be something happen? Huh? And here, Gardner. Hey, listen, y'all. Them cops been dealing with him for years. So why'd they bring that many cops that day unless they knew they was going to kill him? And the one cop they did charge, no charges. If 5 of y'all is raping a woman and me and my man is holding her, we get charged too. And then you got white children coming out in the snow, in the rain for your child. And you ain't nowhere around. And that don't bother you? That don't bother you? Go back and look at the film of Michael Brown. Y'all see that? When he's in the store, where he said he stole cigarettes. Go back and look, because they changed stuff on you. He had on flip-flops and short pants. When he's laying out there in the ground, he got on Nike tennis and long pants. What kind of a nigger are you? Huh? Talk your talk, and they put it right in your face. Huh? Right in your face. And you don't see it. Huh? And then the one brother, Johnson, what he said, he had his hands up. That became a symbol all over the world. Huh? And then 3 days later, the FBI put him in witness protection. That's not a federal case. What does he know that they don't want anybody to know? Then they had grand jury and let him go. Y'all saw that, right? You need to go back and look at that transcript. The old white boy told you what he knew. He said the reason we had to let him go, and y'all think the black folk that voted not to indict was crazy? No. The same one that said had his hands up went before that grand jury and said he was lying. Huh? Okay? If I'd have been an 82-year-old black man, I'd have let him go too. The one that told the whole world and said he was lying. Okay? And then, the night that the grand jury gave their verdict, Johnson, his best friend, was murdered that night. 2 blocks from where Brown was murdered. Huh? 700 FBI, state troopers, county, National Guard. Who would commit a crime with all them law folks there unless it was the law? And then the next night, his best friend was murdered. Somewhere. And then they gave y'all Saturday. Let's get this out the way now so it don't mess up New Year's. Y'all heard what they said. He went into Baltimore. No, the girlfriend lived 30 miles outside of Baltimore. Why is that important? He didn't have a car. How'd he get there? And how'd he leave? Now, when he left, he thought he had killed the girl. He didn't know she wasn't dead. When they carried her to the hospital, they had over 20 homicide detectives waiting on her to get there. So she wasn't dead. They talked to her. She knew who it was. And yet they didn't notify the New York police until a minute after them 2 cops were shot. Y'all talk about the Big Apple. How come they ain't told you where they were shot? In the head, the leg. They told you nothing. Nothing. You know? Now, the brother said, you take 1, I'm taking 2. Oh, he didn't even commit suicide. If I'm running from the cop and going to commit suicide, why don't you turn back and shoot them? Something wrong with that story. And y'all know here in New York, them subways, they guard them better than heaven. So the cop is chasing him. I saw the pictures with the dog. Your subway is probably better protected than heaven. They don't start rolling the camera in the subway 2 blocks away in case somebody drop you off in a car. So how come we didn't see him committing suicide? How come we didn't? So what's they gonna do? Is go into police stations across the country and blow them up and kill about 500 cops. Then shoot Al Sharpton and the mayor, and the war is on. The war is on. It's that simple. It's that simple. Right around the corner. Now, how many of y'all are aware of the fact that Putin walked out of the G20 meeting last month? How many of y'all know that? You know why he walked out? Because all them white countries got together, and here's the legislation they enacted. that if the banks get in trouble again, they can take 20% of your saving, 20% of your pension, and ain't a damn thing you can do about it. How many of y'all know about that? Okay? And y'all just been so nice and peaceful. They're going to give him his. Oh, yeah. We're going to get his. And when they come to pass, I'm going to be right next to him. Somewhere. Watch what's fixing to happen, huh? Don't let people come by because they love him and tell y'all what's fixing to happen. And you go home and go to sleep. If somebody called me when this mess break out and said, Brother Maddox, strap, I'm coming. But he got away. He said, he needs your help, y'all. I ain't coming. They're already scared of you. Already scared of you. And you in love with the wrong people. The New Deal, some of y'all old enough to remember that? Roosevelt? You know what them crackers convinced Roosevelt to do? Y'all know when Roosevelt was president, he was hooked to cocaine. Did you know that? Wait, how you know so much? Yeah, he's hooked to cocaine. He was so high that day, his wife had to sign the Declaration of War. His wife had to sign the Declaration of War. Yeah, what? You act like you just down here from another planet. And let me tell you what Roosevelt did. The New Deal, he said it wouldn't affect farm workers or domestic maids. How many of y'all knew that? Roosevelt. Anybody? But here's how ignorant white folks are. There was more white folks that was farmers than black folks. There was more white folks doing domestic work than black folks. You say we was 90%, but 90% of 10% is what? They just don't want to be no nigger. And that's why they poor. And that's why them cops is crazy. Come on now. Being a white boy and being a cop is a bad job. They got white boys worth trillions of dollars. They're qualified skin cover. White boy. Ignorant, redneck, white boy. A police who didn't like me before you gave him a gun. And white folks, not only they ignorant, they the luckiest people. You know why we not scared of white folks? You know why? The way he raped my mama, my grandmother. I've always seen yellow folks when I was a little boy. They don't scare me. My aunt was yellow. My uncle was whiter than white. I had the pleasure of coming up through his trifling, not to be scared of white folk. They scared of me. They never seen me. They'd never seen me when they was growing up. And so this is what this is about. Somewhere. Now, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Because, see, tomorrow they can shoot you legally. They can shoot you legally. You know, folks be shooting up in the air, and you down in the basement apartment and get hit. This is Brother Leroy. Y'all know him? Woo. Brother Leroy. Anytime anything happened, I called him. See what it looked like, champ. Now this is the real piece. Listen to this.
Amazing facts. The average human body gives off enough heat in only 1/2 hour to boil a 1/2 gallon of water.
That's the real God. Huh? Not the Catholic Church, Baptist Church. These are real people. You don't never hear nothing about it. Right. Go on.
A postage stamp sized a postage stamp sized piece of circumcised foreskin takes only 21 days.
Get him circumcised. And that little foreskin takes 20, how many days?
21 days to grow enough to cover 3 basketball courts. The lab-grown skin is used to treat burn patients.
Y'all better be careful when you take these little boys and leave the skin. Wrap that up and take it home with you.
7 new miles of blood vessels for every 1 pound of fat gain.
Now listen to this. Listen to this. Did you hear that? For every pound of fat you gain, you gain 7 miles of blood vessels. Huh? So if you gain 10 pounds, you got 70 miles of blood vessels. And then when you lose it, the reason you got to go to the hospital and get that cut off, because you're not into the real God. Those are blood vessels. Huh? So all you got to do is drink water. Drink water. That's simple. Harvard don't know nothing about that. Yale don't know nothing about that.
In your lifetime, you will produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. Sweaty feet. Your feet have about 500,000 sweat glands and have the ability to produce up to a pint of sweat each day. The air from a sneeze can travel at unbelievable speeds of 100 miles per hour or more.
That's the universal God that put every planet here. Huh? There's more stars in the sky than we have grains of sand on this planet. And you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared of some punks. UCLA sued over body parts. Some black folks sued. And y'all sit around and let them defame you about these drive-by shootings, black on black crime. We go to China tonight, who you think shooting Chinese? We go to Italy tomorrow, who you think killing the Italians? And if white folks in America, 98% of all white folks that was killed this year was killed by white folks. If they not talking about white on white crime, how they shrink you to talk about black on black crime? You kill where you live. Somewhere. And so they trick you into believing that your son is trifling. Did you ever ask a simple question? How come 98% of drive-bys is men? If me and you was just trifling, we just gonna kill up everybody, then what respect we got for women? Men's organs sell for more than women's organs. So if you my daughter, you my son, I'll leave here and find out you was shot and killed in a drive-by, I have no jurisdiction over that body. That's the law. That's homicide. That's homicide. No jurisdiction over that body. And you so all shook up and all that, when they finally release the body and you go pick it up, never dawned on you to open it up and see what's in it, because once it's in the grave, you can't get it no more. That's what it's about. Not only do they steal your child's organ, but they make you ashamed of how they got killed. What kind of fool is you, huh? What kind of fool is you? So, Kissinger. I want y'all to hear this now, because it's getting close. I'm sorry. Listen, listen.
Dr. Henry Kissinger, who wrote, quote, depopulation should be the highest priority of U.S. foreign policy.
Depopulation. Huh? They drop stuff in the black community every night to make you kill your mama. And y'all sitting around, you don't even feel it. It's called chemtrail.
Towards the third world. You want me to read the underline or the other?
Yeah, just this part of it.
But all as president of Texas A&M University before coming to Berkeley, during a presentation about his case, Chappelle revealed that a spermicidal corn developed by a U.S. company is now being tested in Mexico. Males who unknowingly eat the corn produce non-viable sperm and are unable to reproduce.
That's what they do. Y'all can see this. You think you're in a packing house. They got the sections of the body and how much they sell for. Wow. And y'all think it's something else. Somewhere. So somewhere, my brother, I just want to tell you how much I love you.
Love you.
And how much I love you all.
All right.
We die 5 times more from heart attacks than white folks. Did you know that? Black men is 4% of America's population. Huh? Prostate cancer kills 82% black men, and y'all don't stop and say, wait a minute, huh? At all? Huh? Black women, 6% of America's population, 98% of fibroid tumors is black women, and the next highest group is Jewish women. What y'all got in common? Nappy hair. And you older folks, as you go home tonight, think about, did you ever hear about fibroid tumors when you was growing up? Where'd they come from? Perms. And one day when you wake up with a lot of God sense and realize Sears and Roebuck didn't make your hair. Huh? The same universal God that put every planet in the universe made your hair. And how you gonna let somebody ashamed of something God made? Huh? Huh? And you women ought to be ashamed of yourself. Had them daughters combing their hair and they screaming and hollering. You don't know that's God talking to you? Huh? That's God talking to you? Somewhere. And then the psychological mess they got us under. Any of y'all aware that this old white boy, this crazy, they'll convince all black women you ugly? Don't say not you. And convince all black men that a black woman's ugly. Now we don't have to go do no heavy research. All we got to do is one thing. A black woman in America is the only woman on the planet to go to a place called a beauty parlor. Everybody else go to a hair salon. Hmm? So somewhere, as we leave here and see the new year coming in, somewhere, I'd love to have been born here or moved here, because he's biting off the big apple. Huh? And he ain't taking it down to make a salad. So that's what it's about. Can't be afraid. I have 10 children. Always listed in the phone book. Never had a bodyguard. If the God I pray to can't protect me against filth, then I'll be the first one to say, God, you ain't God. And I'll help you, white boy, pull the trigger. That's who you are. And so again, I say thank you, my brother, and those of y'all that know what he did. For a long time. And y'all know the foot doctors. Y'all got bad feet. That's the foot doctor. So again, don't teach your boys when they see a cop car to be afraid. That's a violation of God. I had 3 boys. I've never stooped to the ungodliness to tell them, behave when you see a vicious cop that might shoot you. Why would you teach a child to behave with filth? You mess up their mind. You make them think they doing something wrong. No, you need to go out there and tell that cop, these are my boys. Don't make a mistake and mess with them. That's simple. That's who you are. So again, I just say thank you, my brother. Thank you for your family.